Luxury is not about how much you spend. It's about how a space or a moment makes you feel. The point is, elevated living is not about spending more money. It's about being intentional with the items you already have. Hi, welcome to Elevated Living Masterclass. I'm Jeannie Jacobs, and I'm so excited to take you along this journey with me. Now, let's talk about this. Over the next 8 weeks, we're going to completely transform how you approach your home, your hosting, and your lifestyle. So we're gonna do it all, I promise. But let's get one thing straight before we begin, and this is really, really important. Elevated living is not perfection, okay? It's not about having the most expensive furniture, the trendiest decor, or the Pinterest perfect home. Again, this is not about perfection. It's all about what? Intention. That intention is about crafting a space, okay, that feels good to you, that welcomes you home every day when you come home from work, that makes your guests go, oh, feel right at home when they enter your house. That is what we're going for. We want that space that supports your well-being and enhances your everyday moments, not just for a special occasion, but every day you come home, this is your space. And to do that, we're going to be working, but with very simple and powerful framework. And that framework is called the 5 pillars of elevated living. Now, let's talk about the 5 principles that will guide you through the course, okay? It is called the 5 pillars of elevated living. They're the foundation of a home and a lifestyle that feels elevated, luxurious, and completely effortless. The first one is effortless hosting. Hosting should never feel like it's overwhelming. It's about creating a warm and welcoming space where your guests feel that they're at home, okay? They're completely at ease of being in your home. You know, I like to make my guests feel welcome. And I'm gonna show you how I style the entryway and give you suggestions, because that is so important. And we're gonna talk about the front door a little bit later, but let's talk about this entryway. Come on in. Now, look at that console. What's going on there? This is one big brown piece of furniture, right? This is nothing here. So it makes this area, the entryway, so like boring. It does nothing for you. So watch this. Let's get some flowers. Typically I like to use fresh flowers, but again, faux flowers are absolutely great. Get a vase, get a neutral color vase. It works every time. And this will be your standard stock vase, I call it. You have it always in your collection to use. And the second thing is, I love a good book. Who doesn't, right? Books are interesting, full of knowledge, of course, but you can use books to stack or layer your accessories on a console, especially one that's really big. So I just kind of position my books like that. And then we're gonna start stacking them and giving this whole console, you know, like depth or layers. Now, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna actually elevate my console using these candelabras. I've had these for years. Now, look at it. Brings your eye right to it, doesn't it? Gives this whole console interest. And then you have the flowers as well. Understated are these decorative boxes. I love them. I have them positioned in a lot of places in my home because they open up and you can store remotes in them. But for guests, this is also a good place to store their car keys, you know? So a good decorative box goes a long way. Now, to top it off, we're gonna use a decorative piece. I love these wooden booths. I think they're so elegant with the cords on the roof. Just kind of drape it over the box or however you please. And that is your look. And this screams, welcome to my home. It sets the tone. It says a lot about who you are. And guests will enjoy it. The second pillar is home ambiance. We're talking about the lighting, the music, the scents, the textures, the small details that have the power to completely like shift the energy in your home or in your space.